Hi everybody, Adam here. Today we're looking at Lego set 10275 Elf Clubhouse from the Winter Village collection. This set contains 1,197 pieces. I am always a really big fan of the Winter Village collection releases. I always look forward to it every year and I'm very eager and keen to pick it up right away when it comes out. And I'm always interested to see what direction they go in it, and I think that this year's direction is pretty cool. Really happy with the new torso print for the elves. I think the elves look great. It's a really cool torso print. I think they've done a nice job with the head gear and the ears on there. And as you can see, there are 4 elves. I like the fact that they've all got slightly different facial expressions. This is the foreman elf who's got his microphone, and then we've got this elf here who's got the glasses. Which I think is a nice touch. Personally, since I wear glasses, I'm always a big fan of seeing Lego figure faces that have glasses. Just a nice touch. And then here we've got the last elf who's got his scarf as well that he's wearing. Always a big fan of those extra accessories like that for the winter figures. I think it adds a lot of, just adds extra nice details to it, and gives them a little bit of variety versus the other figures. In addition to the 4 elf figures, the set comes with a new reindeer, which is amazing. Really like this reindeer. It's got awesome antlers on it. Probably the biggest downside of this reindeer is that there's only one in the set. I know there's a lot of people that will be trying to grab as many of these as they can, but really like all the details in this reindeer. I think they've done a really cool job with him, and he is pulling a sleigh. By the looks of it, a rocket-powered sleigh. Really like the gold detail pieces on the side of the sleigh. So a big fan of that, and interested to see what people do as they acquire more of those reindeers. Now, beyond the figures, before we get to the main building, the next big thing that I always look for in these Winter Village sets is the Christmas trees, and seeing the designs that they've gone with for for each year. And I think this is a really nice tree. I think they've done a nice job with both the texture of it, the coloring detail in there with the little ornaments and light pieces. And then, I think the star is nice as well. So really happy to see this tree. I think it looks really cool. I think on its own it's going to look cool up on my shelf, but definitely a nice touch and something that I'm always looking for and interested for in this Winter Village set each year. And it's just to see that texture. That's something that just really pops out when you're looking at a Lego build. So really well done. Really happy with that. Now, obviously, because it is a Winter Village Christmas themed set, there's a lot of accessory pieces that come with it. So we've got the toy pirate ship, which is really well done. Considering the scale of it, they've managed a lot of detail on this, like the sails, like the gold pieces distributed throughout. So, they've got a great shape on the boat as well. So really well done on that. There's a couple of simple present builds Nothing too out of the ordinary there, but nice nonetheless. Then we've got a little toy airplane. I think it's always cool, these propeller pieces. So it's a nice touch to the airplane. But again, another relatively simple build, but it's a nice addition to the little toy pile that is with the tree. And then we've got a little mini keyboard piano included in this set here. This is a printed tile, which is cool, and yeah, it's relatively simple, but it looks cool. So really nice on the little accessories that go under the tree. And then one of the other accessories that they've included here is the computer that the elves work on with their nice list. Reminds me of the old computers that I used to work on and that back in the day when I was a kid going to school. But I think they've done a nice job of getting the shape of the more old school computer. The nice list on the screen looks cool, and the table design relatively simple, but it works well with the shape of the computer and the size of the build. So it's scaled well with everything. So really happy with all those accessories. But now let's take a closer look at the elf clubhouse. Overall, really a big fan of the shape and architecture of the clubhouse. I think they've done a really excellent job with the shape of the roof line here, and then the roof pieces coming off the side here. Gives a really nice shape overall to the clubhouse. Also a really big fan of the color choice. This sand green coupled with the tan down below. I think is a really nice color combination, and then it's got the dark brown accents. So some really thoughtful, great color choices with this set. Other details that jump out to me in looking, and building the set, really like the addition of the Christmas lights around the outer part of the roof. Adds a nice pop of color. Possibly a little oversized compared to the building itself, but a nice holiday festive touch to the building. We've got the North Pole workshop stickers here on the directional pole, and this old school tree element I think is a nice touch. Thought the wreath design was interesting and cool. Definitely a different way to approach making a Christmas wreath. It was slightly hard to get the shape to come out right when you're manipulating the pieces, but a nice touch overall. Really like the snow elements around the windows. Gives that element of, hey, there's some snow on here with some icicles possibly hanging down, which is really nice. And so looking to the side here, there's the balcony here with the telescope off of it for looking and watching Santa's sleigh moving around in the sky, which I think is a nice touch. You've got the snowshoes on the side of the building here, which is cool as well. A nice little added element for the minifigures. And then looking into the back, now I know there's a lot of people who are of mixed opinion. I understand why these sets are open on the back for access to the play elements and being able to see all the details. A part of me does wish that it was closed off, like more of a modular style building that you could maybe open in the middle. But still, that's more of a minor nice thing in that it's not really much of an issue with the set having it open at the back. It does come with a light brick, which you can push this down, so you can probably a little hard to see on the video there. Let's move it in a bit closer so that you can see that a bit. So you can see it just a little bit there lighting up in the background. So a nice touch to have a light brick there. Really like the December calendar hanging on the wall there. The beds are a nice touch, the bunk beds. There is a play element with that where you can actually move the clock and it can tilt the elves out of bed. So if there's an elf lying in bed, he's going to fall out. Let's see how it works here. If we put one of these guys in on the top bunk, and then and there you go. He falls out of bed. A rather rude awakening, but a fun play element nonetheless. Always a big fan in general of the detail elements that Lego includes in their builds on the interiors of buildings and houses. I really like the lamp upstairs there with the bed. And if you look down on the lower floor, make sure you can see there, you've got the really nice teapot. I really like this wrapping station. I think it's really well done. A lot of cool details there. Wrapping paper coming down off the roll up top. And then there's the little area for them to eat their waffles. And then on the side over here with the chimney area, there's a little waffle preparation station where you can use the little crank to put waffles down into the frying pan there, and then you can put them back into the little chamber there to queue up again for the next round of waffles. So a nice little touch there with the waffle station. And it's a lot of those fun little details that I think add a lot for kids and adults who are building with this and who are interacting and playing with it. It's always nice to have those little touches spread throughout the build so that it gives points of interest as you're moving through the different portions of the building. So now going to the last side over here. Again, really a big fan of these side extensions on the roof and how they are shaped over top of the windows. And then there's some, again, snow on the ledges there, the windowsills, which it adds a lot. It's those little details that you kind of expect when you're coming from I grew up in a place where there was a lot of snow over the winter, and it's those things that just feel right. And it's those little details that you don't necessarily specifically look for, but when you see them in a build, it just makes sense and looks really good. So happy with that. And then I like this little area down here where the sleigh can go, or you could put the reindeer theoretically in there if you wanted to hang out in there beside the clubhouse. So overall, really happy with this build. A lot of great shape to the main building. And then when you factor in all the additions with the great Christmas tree, the elves and their new torso print, and the nice accessories and facial expressions on their figures, this is really a must-have set. Highly recommend it. It's not just another Winter Village set, and honestly that would probably be enough even if it was, but the fact that they've gone and they've done something unique with a lot of cool fun elements throughout it just makes it that much more of a must-buy in my opinion. So thank you very much for joining me for our look at Lego set 10275 Elf Clubhouse, the new 2020 addition to the Winter Village collection. As I said, highly recommend the set. Really cool, a great addition for everybody's collection. And thank you for very much for watching our review. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye.